Welcome back. So we've made it to everybody's favorite, which is completing the square. And the first one is um, not very nice. So this is a problem where completing the square might not be the best option, but it is an option that always works. And so it's good to practice that. And if you can do it with this one, you can do it with anyone. So notice that in front of the squared term, we don't have a 1. And so we need it to be a 1. So your first step is you divide everything by 5. And you get a squared minus 2a minus 24 over 5 equals 0. And that doesn't simplify. It doesn't simplify to a whole number, so we'll just leave it as a fraction for now. And then we're going to do what we normally do, which is move that 24 over 5 to the other side. And once it's over there, we can complete the square. The way we do that, take the middle number, negative 2, we cut it in half as negative 1, and then we square it, and that's a 1. And that's what we add to both sides, 1. Okay, so 24 fifths plus 1 gets you 29 over 5. And then on the left side, we have a perfect square now. So what are factors of 1 that add up to negative 2? That would be negative 1 and negative 1. Okay. The number that goes in here is always just half of that middle term. And now we are ready to take the square root of both sides. And when you take the square root of both sides, you get a minus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 29 over 5. And both of those are, neither of those is a perfect square. And so you'll just add 1 to both sides, and you get a equals 1 plus or minus the square root of 29 over 5. And if you check the answer on the last page, it will look like this is not the correct answer, but their answer is the same in value. They have just rationalized the denominator. So in math, we don't like to leave square roots down in the denominator, but we haven't talked about that yet, so we will just leave it right there. That was pretty quick, so let's go ahead and jump in and do 29. Okay, so with 29, similar situation. However, this time a is 1, and so that makes our lives a little easier. We just move the 33 over, leave a space, it's negative 38, and what should go in that spot? We take the middle number, negative 14, cut it in half, negative 7, and then we square it and get 49. And 49 is going to be added to both sides. Okay. Sometimes I see people do a plus 49 and then subtract it. We don't want to do that. We want to keep it over there because we're trying to have a perfect square, and we need this number. So now we can factor. Factors of 49 that add up to negative 14 would be negative 7 and negative 7. Since we have it twice, we can write a minus 7 squared. On the right, that equals 11. And so now we'll take the square root of both sides. That one cancels out. We get a minus 7 equals plus or minus the square root of 11. Add 7 to both sides, and you get a equals 7 plus or minus square root of 11.